With the yo-ho-ho, it's Tail of the Toaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11-3, Team Ogre Attacks. In the last episode, we recruited Aphrodite and Scylla for our team. I suppose I should get used to calling him Byron Love. That's his actual name. Aphrodite was just the title he used in Zeus. But, you know...
David's really quick these days. He's improved so much since the one match where I saw him play in this game, because I'm an original character for this title, and I'm not really familiar with David.
Check this out, Axel. It's a little move I like to call Dragon Slayer.
That's right, I did all that side questing in the last episode, touring around the region with Kevin, having him in Strike Force to train him up, and I could have had that move, the Dragon Slayer, the whole time, but I just made do with Wyvern Crash and a greyed out Wyvern Blizzard.
If Axel's worried, it's because of me, not you.
You what? A little pipsqueak like you reckons he can do better than Axel plays? Do me a favour.
What would you know? You're the one who had his spot stolen by Axel in the first place.
Oh! Just have that clip of the crowd of people exploding at the very average comeback. Yeah, that was extremely harsh from Austin, but Kevin looks to have not taken it too badly, although he's taken him to a 1v1 challenge. It could have been worse. He could have punched him in the face. So, we'll make do with that.
Oh, Mark, I forgot. Me and the other managers made you a little something. Oh, but maybe now's not the best time. Come and see me when you need a break from training, okay?
And so we won't, for once, do a complete break from training, because this lightning bolt, we couldn't use it up to this point. And we still can't. Okay, well I guess we're having a break from training then. We don't have a choice.
Ta-da! Well, what do you think? It's a new rope for you to use when you do your tyre training. We saw that the old one was all frayed, so we decided to plat you a new one. The three of us made it together.
No way, it's great! Thanks, girls! I suppose I'd better tie it to my tyre and do some training then, eh?
What, right now? But dinner's ready. I suppose we should have known that would happen. That's our Mark. I'm so happy he likes it. Hang on a moment. Oh, great. Just what we need. Is this a love triangle or a love square now? I can't keep track.
She only said that she was happy Mark liked the rope. Did you just assume my romantic interests? Well, she didn't deny it, so I guess...
Got hand! Well. What have we here? Who are you? Training with an old tyre, eh? I didn't think anybody still did it that way.
I've always trained this way. It's how I learned all my best special moves.
Special moves? Like that god hand I just saw you doing, you mean?
Yes! That's an extra special one I learned from my granddad. It's thanks to God Hand and my granddad that we made it all the way here to the finals.
And do you always rely on your granddad?
What do you mean?
Well, don't you ever want to play the game your way?
My way?
Sorry, lad. Ignore me. Maybe you're not ready for that yet. Good luck with that tyre now. You give it what for.
What was all that about? Was he trying to tell me something? Granddad's way is my way. His special moves are all I need. and I'll use them to get all the way to the World Championship final. And win! Yeah!
That's him.
So this is the famous Mark Evans.
Okay, now we can use this because we didn't have the rope. That makes sense. It's to raise the guard stats, so why give it to anyone other than our new defender, Musasila? You do that for the Qatari economy, because I know that's what you're into. If it was Sila's birthday, do we just get him a tax report or something? Like an economy trade book?
Are you sure it's true, Smith? It seems likely. We even have eyewitness reports. But I'm gonna look into it a little more to make doubly certain. If he's really alive, we can't afford to have him at large.
Detective Smith, what are you doing here in Leocott?
Huh? Oh, I just came to watch a game or two. Anyway, must be going. Good luck, Mark.
What were those two talking about, I wonder?
Is everybody here? We need to leave to the opening ceremony soon.
That sounds like fun to me.
They brought the Inazuma bus all the way out here too. Blimey, no expense spared, eh?
Leocott's a big place, Kevin. Without the bus, we'd have trouble getting around.
I don't actually think they do take the Inazuma bus with them in the anime. They just use public service. I can think of at least one instance in that show where they ride on public transport. But anyway, yeah, if it wasn't clear before, we've got the Inazuma bus. There is also an Inazuma jet now. We have a personalised airplane to take us between Japan and Leocott. And meanwhile, Austin is insulting Kevin's face. He doesn't learn tact, does he?
So we get to see all the other teams in the flesh. This should be interesting, right, Mark?
You bet. I can't wait. Come on to Titanic Stadium. I admit I am quite a fan of the Titanic film, so this stadium better live up to its reputation. No reason to mess around. Let's get straight there. Central Leocott, Titanic Stadium, you can't miss it. And it cues the royal music as well, because there's a reason they call it the Titanic Stadium, and I don't mean because it's gonna sink. It's quite literally a Titanic. And Aphrodite gets to walk up to it, even though he didn't actually qualify for this tournament in reality. So, if we talk to this old woman... Sorry, dear. Yeah, that's apparently how people speak when they're missing their false teeth. I wouldn't have guessed. I mean, my grandparents used to take their false teeth out, and I was like, how did you remove your entire teeth? But they didn't sound that far off their normal voice. The treasure chest we can't even see. All it had was a special bar in it. Thanks, I guess. But yeah, so this is where we hold the opening ceremony and the final of the FFI. So let's take in being here, because it might be the last time. We can't count on making it to the final. Tournament match mode is here. You can still use it in Japan, or you can use it with people talking in a different language for no real reason, if that's what you would prefer to do in Leocott. But let's just get straight to the opening ceremony, eh? And I don't know who you are, but we'll wait in the dressing room.
It's almost time for the opening ceremony of the Football Frontier International to get underway.
5, 4, 3, 2,
spectacular fireworks display. Things are really starting with a bang. The Football Frontier International has begun. Youth teams from every corner of the globe will compete to see who really is number one. The winner will be decided here in this very venue. Leocott Island's magnificent Titanic Stadium. Right now, we're enjoying a stirring display from dancers representing each of the participating nations. These glorious scenes are being beamed live into homes across the globe. Oh, here they come. The players are making their entrance.
Good luck, Mark.
Leading the parade tonight are Brazil's young hopefuls, the Kingdom, with the mighty Macrobingo at their head. That's right, and mighty is certainly the word for this incredibly gifted player, who many viewers will know as the Goal King. He's physically, technically and tactically one of the most talented youngsters ever to take to the field. I can't wait to see him in action. And Brazil are closely followed by Italy's Orpheus. Leading them out this evening is Vice-Captain Paolo Bianchi. You're right, Maxter. It seems their captain can't be with them tonight. Bianchi himself is certainly no disappointment though. The White Comet of Italy is a technical powerhouse, blessed with amazing speed. To watch this young man in action really is to fall in love with football all over again. He's truly the pride of Europe. And next up it's Argentina. The Empire are looking to make their mark in this inaugural FFI under the captaincy of Diego Torres. And they certainly made their mark in the qualifiers, with Torres' rock-solid defence earning a remarkable clean sheet. He's surely the defender to watch out for in this tournament. I really do pity any team that has to try and put a goal past him. He's not actually a goalkeeper though, he's a defender. And by the way, if you recognise that commentator, not that guy, the other one, well, you probably watched my episode on Bomb Blast exclusives then, didn't you? Who's this? Ah, the English side marched proudly onto the field. All rise for the Queen's Knights. Their captain, of course, the Right Honourable Edgar Partinus. They literally just call him a Prime Minister. That's high praise indeed. But yeah, Levin Murdoch, he was in the Bomb Blast exclusive scene, so it's good to see him again. Maxter, yeah, he's new.
Well, I wish I didn't have to. It's getting on my nerves.
Alright. In we go, everyone. Yes, Captain! Ah, this is the Japanese team, isn't it? Yes, it's Inazuma National. And they're captained by a young man who I believe is called Mark Evans. They scraped their way into the finals with a surprise win over Korea. Let's hope they have an easier time of it here. Yeah, clap.
Hey, what gives, man? They cheered way louder for those other teams.
Of course they did. They knew who they were. Don't forget, we're relative unknowns on the world stage. Inazuma National, yay! And a deafening roar erupts in the stands as America's mighty unicorn trot into view. Hang on, that's Eric! Look, and Bobby too! Next, it's the turn of a team from the tiny African Republic of Côte d'Ivoire. Who are a bit slow at walking onto the screen. I guess the rest of the teams aren't very important.
Begins. Indeed. Little do they know that this ceremony celebrates the start of something far greater than a mere tour.
Hey, that's... And with that, the first ever FFI finals are officially open. Thank goodness that's finished. Talk about over the top. The world must have been watching that. I can't believe Eric and Bobby are on the American team. I suppose they'd be foolish not to recruit a couple of players that good, but I have to admit, I was a little surprised.
I thought they went back to America to study. They were really going back to join the FFI team? Why didn't they tell us?
I know. Anyway, it's late. We should head back to the dormitory. Yeah, come on. They announce our first opponents tomorrow. I can't wait. The sooner we sleep, the sooner we find out. So that was a Japanese captain, huh, Eric? Mark Evans, right? You told us they were pretty awesome players, but I gotta say, they sure don't look like much. Maybe not, but you'll see what I mean if we wind up playing them. That was Axel Blaze, right? What's his problem? Kid sure can glare. Gee, Mark, let me guess. Maybe his problem is you trying to stare him down. I don't care how good Eric says he is. He won't beat me. I won't let him. Come on, Dylan. Back to camp. It's training time. Now you're talking my language.
Who do you reckon we're up against first? Come on, let's go and see Coach Hillman.
This would make a decent cliffhanger, finding out who our first match is against, but I feel like treating you after various side questy episodes, so let's go and see who our opponent is right now.
I'm sure you already know them by heart, but let's start by going over the rules of the tournament once more, just to be sure.
There are 10 teams competing in total, all of whom came through regional qualifiers to get here. These teams will be split into two groups, Group A and Group B, and the members of both groups will play all one another. A win earns 3 points, a draw 1 point, and a loss earns nothing. Once all the matches have been played, the two teams with the most points from each group will go through to a knockout stage.
So the top 4 teams play it out tournament style, right? Gotcha!
With the lead up to that being a round robin, so we'll get plenty of matches, including one against America, but first up is England, the Queen's Knights. My country, baby!
My sources tell me that Edgar Partinus, their captain, has an incredibly powerful shooting move. As far as individual players go, he's one of the best in the whole tournament.
This is gonna be awesome! We're in the World Championships, man! And it's time to take on the best in the business!
Do you really think this is a good idea, Coach Travis?
It's the perfect chance to sound out the opponents.
What's going on, Sylvia? What's that letter you're holding?
It's a party invitation from the Queen's Knights.
A party?
Yes, they say they want to forge unbreakable bonds of friendship before the match. It's this evening at the English camp, and there's a dress code, formal.
Formal? Dude, what does that mean?
It means you have to wear a blimmin' suit, one of them tuxedo jobs, you know, with a tie that looks like a little butterfly.
Ah, heck no, you serious?
But of course, the strict etiquette of the English gentleman requires the wearing of evening dress at formal functions. The letter says they've set aside outfits for us all at a shop in the English camp. They want us to go and pick them up before the party.
This lot don't leave anything to chance, do they? I bet their parties are a laugh a minute.
It might be good to get to know them before the game, though. Come on, it'll be fun. Let's go and find this shop where they've got our clothes.
And so indeed we can now go to the English camp, and believe me, you already know what the Japanese camp looks like, so just imagine what an English camp looks like. It's a beauty. We'll be going there in the next one, but for now, For those of you who are new to the Inazuma 11 series and you don't already know the outcome of the tournament, I want some predictions in the comments once again. These are the standings for each group. We're playing in Group A against Italy's Orpheus, America's Unicorn, England's Queen's Knights, which is up first, and Argentina's The Empire. Every team plays every team in here, and the top two make it to the knockout stages. So I would like to see predictions for both groups. Which of the two teams you think will make it out of the group to go to the semis? Who do you think is going to come dead last? Who's going to shortly miss out by coming third? Be as detailed or as brief as you like, as long as you're not just like looking it up online or you've already played the game or watched the anime. But I'll be particularly interested to see what you go for out of Brazil, Spain, France, Germany and Côte Victoire, because we've not learned anything about those guys. See what I mean about so many European teams though? Count them. Italy, England, Spain, France, Germany. That's 5 out of 10 in the whole tournament. They had room for 2 Asian countries. But anyway, in the next episode we will go to the English camp to have a look around and pick up some tuxedos. Ta-ra for now.